Costco just surprised all of us. Good news for home sellers, new law for retailers. Okay, so a huge change is coming to how we sell our homes, and it's going to be earth-shattering, folks. And I'm not kidding. There are lawsuits that want to get to the bottom of agent commissions that are just downright unfair for some home sellers. So if you're looking to sell your home, I suggest you check out this update first. Now, in the same light, we're also seeing the number of homes for sale trend downward as interest rates continue to trend upward. But this is the silver lining. I mean, we're also seeing home prices start to go down just a little bit. If you're, looking to get started in the real estate market, this could potentially be the opening for an opportunity for you guys. Now, since we're already talking about a lot of changes, there's a new law that's being floated around that is supposedly targeting toward retail crime, something that has hounded the likes of Target and Walmart, and it's doing a real number on closing different retailer branches around the country. Do you guys think that this is going to make a difference? Now, here's something that's for sure to make a difference. Costco is now going to check on non-members who shop in their stores by using someone else's identity to get in. Have you guys ever done that? You ever use somebody else's ID to get into Costco, maybe Sam's Club, or any other kind of place with a membership? Now, on second thought, don't answer that. And how much are you willing to pay for a bag that can carry practically nothing? Well, I just saw one bag exactly like that. Now, I'm not kidding, guys. More on that crazy update later. Now, you guys know how I do here. Let's go ahead and get right into the updates. By the way, for the best way to invest in gold or silver, check out the links in the description down below this video. It started with Netflix, and Costco took notice. Now, you guys know that sharing passwords on Netflix is now frowned upon, and if you want to do it, they're charging you extra dollars on that. Costco saw that business blueprint, and they said, sign me up for whatever they're doing over there. Now, you see, Costco has a little bit of a problem with non-members shopping in their stores, and because of that, they're now going to be asking shoppers who purchase their items through the self-checkout lane to show their member ID and photo so that they can confirm that you're paying for the annual subscription fee. I feel like more and more of these retailers are making people feel like criminals, but here's what they said about it. Quote, "We don't feel that it's right that non-members receive the same benefits and pricing as our members. As we already asked for the membership card at checkout, we are now asking to see the membership card with their photo ID at our self-checkout registers. Costco is able to keep our prices as low as possible because our membership fees help to offset our operational expenses." End quote. Now, there's two ways to look at this, guys. Now, I personally really do like Costco. I just want to be clear about that. Every time I go in there, it's just like, it puts me in a good mood. But there's two ways we need to look at this. Now, if you're a person who's borrowing a membership card, you'd say that it's cheaper, to buy your stuff at Costco's, but that paying for the annual fee isn't in your budget. But at the same time, Costco they're still going to be looking after its profits. And if people are shopping there and aren't paying for that membership fee, then they're going to be losing out on some money. But what do you guys think about this? Now, we're not going to stray too far away from retailers as a new law is being proposed to try and help consumers avoid stolen goods from organized retail crime. Now, give me a second because this is actually pretty long. It's called the Integrity, Notification, and Fairness in Online Retail Marketplaces for Consumers Act, or INFORM. So basically, it's a law designed for online marketplaces like Facebook and Amazon and many other places, and how they have to protect consumers from counterfeit, unsafe, and stolen goods.
They're not your average shoplifters. They're criminal networks targeting your local retailers. And they're making headlines all over the country, using dangerous tactics to steal shelf loads of products, endangering employees and consumers. It's called organized retail crime, and the problem is growing exponentially. Online marketplaces don't verify sellers' identities and have become a safe haven for these criminals to sell billions in stolen merchandise. This is devastating for local retailers, and lawmakers need to act now. It's time for online marketplaces making record profits to be held accountable. The Informed Consumers Act will require online marketplaces to verify basic seller information, making it harder for criminals to build a business selling stolen goods. Tell your member of Congress to pass the Informed Consumers Act today.
Not that bad of an idea because, who here hasn't felt the fear of being scammed with deals that are just too good to be true, right? Now, if passed, the law will have these online marketplaces confirm and acquire the seller's bank account numbers, government-issued identification, tax identification numbers, as well as contact information. Now, I've seen a lot of mixed reactions regarding this bill, with some people saying that it's a great idea, to others saying that they should instead put in laws for thieves and criminals instead and cut out the supply right right at the head. But what do you guys think? Now, speaking of supplies, home listings for the month of May, it hit a record low according to Redfin. This is due to borrowing rates going up and homeowners who are trapped in this cycle with the Federal Reserve. Supplies for May were at 1.4 million, making it the lowest level since 2012. And it's also spurred bidding wars in some areas. This has at least prevented prices from plunging by that much. And here's something that you guys should know if you're trying to get into the real estate market. Home prices posted their first year-over-year decline in 11 years just this April. Now, I'm not saying, go out and buy the first home you see, that's selling under its listed price, but it is a good sign that opportunities are actually opening up in the real estate market, something that many of us have been waiting on. Besides possibly making money through the real estate market, we may also see huge change when it comes to how we sell our houses. Now, again, if you're a real estate investor, this is something that you should know. Now, right now, there are two multi-billion-dollar lawsuits that are being discussed within the housing market. Now, I'm not even going to try to pronounce them, but the idea is that as a seller, you would most times need to hire a real estate agent, right? And then, of course, you got to pay them around 3% of the sales price, which according to them is industry standard. But then this agent tells you that if you want to get even more interest from buyers, you need to also cover the commission for the buyer's agent, another 3% on the sales price. You see where I'm going with this, right? So the deal goes through, and instead of paying both agents 3% each, your agent gets the full 6%, and it's up to them to split it with the buyer's broker. But with these lawsuits, that might change. Why? Well, the plaintiffs are accusing the National Association of Realtors, the NAR, and some of the country's largest brokerages using the MLS rules to charge insane fees and add even more to their commissions. The MLS that I'm talking about is the tool that licensed agents use for home sales, and it's basically the only reason to even get an agent. If this thing pushes through, that extra step of a seller having to pay for the buyer's broker will now be unnecessary, leaving that part of the transaction to the buyer instead. Now, they say that this will create even more transparency and more incentives for clients to negotiate with their brokers. What do you guys think, though? Will this change the very idea of selling homes, or will absolutely nothing change at all? I mean, you would at least hope for a glimmer of hope that sellers can stand to make a little bit more money, right? And since I said the magic word little, right? Check out this microscopic handbag. That's right, guys, handbag that sold for $63,750. I mean, what are you supposed to be able to put in this bag? A grain of salt? Sorry. It's apparently smaller than a grain of salt, so no luck with carrying that. Now, recently sold in an auction, and I thought that you guys might enjoy seeing something so small sell for such a huge amount. But what are your thoughts on today's updates? Make sure you guys let me know down in the comment section down below. Now, while I'm not sure if this tiny little bag is a good investment, I do have a good idea of where you could possibly consider putting your money to make it work for you. Now, I'm talking about wise investments in gold here, silver, potentially investing in real estate, maybe even investments in the stock market, individual stocks, index funds, ETFs, mutual funds. I mean, we're now going through a phase where we're even seeing the possibility of things bottoming out, which means that there's an opportunity for us to make a good deal of profits so long as we understand what we're doing. Now, of course, there's no guarantee of future profits. However, if you feel as if your cash isn't where you want it to be, we can also talk about potentially generating multiple streams of income through side hustles, starting small businesses, home-based businesses, online businesses for that matter. But if you guys are interested in learning more about that, definitely hit me up in the comment section down below. Financial freedom doesn't come to people who don't take action. So I suggest you take charge and do absolutely whatever is necessary to get you and your family to where you want to be. Now, at this point, guys, you should see two videos above my head, both here and here. Go ahead and check out those videos right now. And before I go, guys, please take a second, smash the like button for the video, subscribe for your daily dose of truth. I really appreciate you guys, and I'm gonna catch you on the next one.